Up to 2 million Muslims, Sikhs and Hindus died during the partition of India, and between 10 and 12 million people were displaced along religious lines. Yet many across the UK are still unaware of the terrifying and horrific events of 1947. But Dr. Bonita Kane, who featured in last year's BBC One award-winning documentary My Family, Partition and Me, made it her mission to raise the profile of the event. And I spoke to her this week in Parliament at the event calling for August the 17th to be declared formal Partition Commemoration Day. Bonita, a lot of support in the room today. How crucial do you believe it is that there is a Partition Commemoration Day and also that it is actually taught on the school curriculum?
Well, the event has been incredible. We've had a huge amount of support from the members of Parliament that were there, the audience members, which were very diverse from lots of different backgrounds, and I think everyone's acknowledged that this is A, the right time, and B, it's an important thing that we must do. So we must commemorate partition, and we must ensure that our future generations understand the history of this country.
And just taking your mind back to last year's BBC documentary, were you even surprised just by the huge public response that generated?
I was surprised by the public response, and I followed it very carefully on social media, and it's a very divisive, potentially difficult subject, but actually the response was overwhelmingly of, we need to know about this, we need to know this history, why isn't it taught in schools? And I think that's one of the key things that's driven me to create this event.
And I know you've personally made it your mission to raise the profile of the partition. Did you even expect, though, that the campaign will be progressing this quickly in Parliament already?
I think having people like Anita Rani and Babita Sharma behind it, and having support of some eminent MPs, has really, really helped. You know, obviously couldn't have done it without that. But yeah, it's grown legs really quickly, and I'm really pleased about that.
And the campaign to commemorate the partition has already gained support from MPs, including Virendra Sharma, chair of the Indo-British All-Party Parliamentary Group, and Tan Desi, Britain's first turban-wearing Sikh MP.
This is the start, and what we are going to do is raising the awareness first amongst our own communities through the media, through the shows around the rest of the country. As you can see, many MPs turned up and they will take it on board. So it's taking further to raising the awareness so that people are aware that what we have read, what we have heard, the story is more than that. And that's what we are bringing, and I'm quite confident that we will be successful.
And as part of doing that, how crucial do you think it is to get this included on the school curriculum?
It is very crucial because first generation, second generation could not raise it. They felt inside, but they could not express it due to the language. The second is the economic pressures, and they concentrated to look after their families rather than taking up the issue. Now the third generation, the young generation who is born, brought up economically free, they are taking it up and say they wanted to know what was the history. And when they find out, they fight for their rights. The people like me and many other parliamentarians have a duty to support the young generation so that the truth comes out, and that not only Asian children or the Indian children or children of the Indian grandparents need to know, it's the whole society need to know that what went wrong at that time and what was the good part of that time need to be expressed and educated to the people.
Are you backing the calls for there to be a Partition Commemoration Day? Would you like to see the horrific events of 1947 taught on the school curriculum?
I fully back the campaign for August the 17th to be commemorated as Partition Commemoration Day. As someone who has studied South Asian history for his MPhil, I am fully aware of the huge implications of what happened in 1947 for not just Indian history but also British history, that the two are inextricably linked. It led to the greatest movement of people ever, more than 1 million people being killed, more than 10 million being homeless within the Punjab and Bengal, and that's why I think that in Britain we should be commemorating that day, and for that to be included in our education curriculum.
Almost 71 years on since the harrowing events that took place in 1947, serious conversations about the event have opened up across the UK. And if the campaign gets widespread public as well as political backing, there could be a Partition Commemoration Day and the event could be taught on the school curriculum. Thank you for watching.